Yeah, come here. Come on.
You're rolling, so whenever you're good.
Oh, fantastic.
On me on this side.
Eric's good side, right? All right. I'm Rob St. Clair. This is very good friend of the channel, Erik Shoji.
Yeah.
Eric, it's fantastic to see you. It's good to be back in Ottawa. It is also very good that you and the recently named U.S. Olympic team played your first match together just now and beat a very good Argentinian team 3-0.
Yeah.
I'm not sure anybody expected. I think we probably expected a match that was very close. How do you feel, first of all, walking away with a victory and just kind of getting back in competition flow with the guys after all this time?
Yeah, first off, it feels so good to win that first one, right? I think a lot of us have been off for a while. I know personally I haven't played a match in about 6 or 7 weeks, which is a long time for me.
A very long time for all of you guys.
So, there was a couple of cobwebs, a little rust out there, but 3-0 over Argentina rarely happens for us. So, great win and great start to Ottawa.
Great start to Ottawa. So next you have a day off and then 3 in a row. That's a lot of ball, and I was talking to Coach Spraw just now that the scheduling of the Olympics later in the summer is going to allow for a heck of a lot more rest than you're going to get this VNL. So how do you, as the players, attack the way that the schedule? In this case, you get 3 back-to-back, and you're not going to get that later in the summer. So what's similar and what's different with the approach and kind of the goals of a week that's scheduled like this one?
The goals are to win, always.
Yep.
I think a strategy we have is kind of looking at the scattering reports in reverse order. So we've taken a look at Canada, we've taken a little look at Serbia, and obviously Italy next. But the last 4 weeks of us staying home, VNL week 1 not being there, was about getting ready, working out, conditioning, getting our systems going, and being fit, because we know that VNL is a tough ride, and if we're strong and ready to go, then we're tough competition.
Very much so. So I always like watching USA and Argentina for a lot of reasons. I mean, Micah sitting on the other side from DeCecco is a volleyball nerd's just paradise for storylines. But also, some of the history goes back to a match in Tokyo against Argentina that didn't particularly go your guys' way. What is there anything just more generally about the Tokyo Olympic process that you guys are trying to learn from specifically this time around, or is it like a completely different group, completely different quad, completely different everything as you head into Paris now that the group is named?
I think we learn from everything, right? We've talked about the Tokyo Olympics a little bit and what we want to learn from it, and specifically against a team like Argentina, we want to win kind of ugly. It's never going to be the most pretty match out there. They grovel, they dig the ball, they have a crazy system with their middles and DeCecco. So
yeah, Donani digs the ball off his foot.
Yeah. So for us, it's about scouting them well and preparing as best as we can, and then going out there and competing. I think last Olympics we didn't compete very well, and I think this one will be different.
What is it like for you specifically to anchor a defense when Luciano DeCecco has the ball in his hands on the other side of the net?
Well, it's like a big flash is just in front of me. It's like you just never know where it's going. He throws it in, he airs it out. You just never really know what's coming. So it's about choosing your spots and being good in them as best as you can.
And early thoughts on Italy in a couple of days. I just saw them practice before this. I haven't seen Alessandro Micheletto play in person before. I would hate to try and play against the guy. So you have matched up well against that team in the past couple of years. What are your thoughts for the match 2 days from now?
They're a great team. They're number 2 right now, I believe, in the world, and playing with their top group. So we rarely see them with their top group, but we did in the VNL semis last year. So we know they're good, but they have a tough match tomorrow, and we'll be watching and preparing.
We'll be watching too. Thank you, Erik. You are awesome. It is great to see you.
Thanks, guys.
See you, buddy.